My hope is that we overcome the struggles that we are having and we will continue to have. I mean, let's be perfectly honest. We will always have some sort of challenge. There will always be some obstacle to overcome. And my hope for Bermuda is that we continue to find ways to overcome these obstacles. I mean, when people came to Bermuda for the first time, they found no lakes, no rivers, no drinking water. We overcame that. We looked to the nature, we looked to the rain, we looked to the sea. We found ways to overcome everything. And I hope we continue to find ways to overcome the challenges that are going to continue to rise.
People always say one day we can all live together, but we have to live together in harmony. You don't want to live together and have two different aspects of Bermudian life. If you know the culture, we know the people, we know what it stands for, we know what we like, come together on different occasions other than games and holidays. That's a good start.
I want Bermuda to go back to when we could leave our doors open or have the gap between the rich and the poor be smaller, even some of the things for the children to do. A lot of the youth centers or even the trade schools need to be reopened, just so that we would have more people contributing to society and a better one at that.
I would like, I suppose, to see more than anything else, a sort of a social integration, and that where there's development as well, that there's a fine balance between our material needs versus keeping the beauty of the island and not overdeveloping the island. It's like sustainable development, I guess, but also so greater social integration.
My hope for Bermuda is that we recognize that as a community we're stronger because of all of the various elements that make us who we are. We as Bermudian are not one thing. There were no indigenous people on this rock when the English ship wrecked off of it. We came here and we brought groups of people, some against their will. We brought people together and we've become what we've become as a result of all of those elements. And we can't ever be one thing over another. Bermuda is the epitome of unity of disparate elements, and I think it's essential to our future that we recognize that we can't move forward with one group instead of the other. We need all of the groups and all of the history and all of the various elements in order to reach our full potential and to weather the storm of the future of history of whatever you may call it. And so my hope for Bermuda is that we recognize that, together we're better than apart.
My hope for Bermuda is that someday, at some point, we will get back to the point where we are reflecting how wonderful our island is, that we are reflecting our country in our personalities, in our character. I'm hoping for the day that we become like the island, where we are beautiful, memorable, and people walk away with a smile and just don't ever want to stop coming back here.
My hope for the island is for us all to one day get along and for us to come out of this economic downturn and for majority of the people who don't have jobs to get jobs.
My hope for Bermuda is much the same as my hope for the Earth and the human race, is that, I don't know how to put it simply in words, but that we can learn to live peacefully and to learn to live with each other, to coexist with different races, different belief systems, different values, and to treat the earth well.
So I would like to see Bermuda get back to that type of atmosphere where everybody is peaceful and calm and like family or like friends, everybody just greeting one another, on good terms.
My hope for Bermuda is that more and more people will choose love and acceptance instead of hatred, fear, and intolerance, and that Bermudians will continue to support each other and instead of bringing other people down. And really, I just hope that Bermuda can make a positive difference in the world. Hannah Collins.
Clarence Hill.
Nicholas Patel.
Lynn Reed.
Owen Johnston Barnes.
Jackie Rayner Brangman.
Kalila Robinson.
I'm Isabella.
Damani Robinson.
Laura Lyons.
And
I am
I
very
am
proud
proud
to be
to be
Bermudian.